When people talk about the 1960s, they tend to treat it as a special time. They may speak of it with scorn or reverence, but however they address that little era, they do it with distinction, as if something out of the ordinary was going on. The historical record of those 10 years would seem to support that, but probably if you chunked 10 years out of any period of time, you could find as many notable events. I lived through the 60s, but I don't remember that much. War, peace, sex, drugs, rock and roll. Did I miss anything? It was a big time for me because I was growing up, coming of age, and like many young people, I thought the whole world revolved around me. Now, embracing senility, I have assumed my proper position as a speck of space dust. I would say that two thoroughly remarkable things happened during the 1960s. There may have been more, I'm sure there were, lots of things important to lots of people for different reasons, but these two things stick out for me. They do so because they were not individual achievements. They occurred because of the efforts of many people, working against considerable, formidable odds, and it took nearly the entire decade for both of them to come to fruition. America said it was going to put a man on the moon before the end of the decade, and they did it. I know some people dispute that, but even if it was a fake, the nation would still deserve a gold star for masterful deception. And the New York Mets were formed as a team, the Amazing Mets, setting new standards in dismal play. But by the end of the decade, they won the World Series. I'm only sorry that Casey Stengel and John Kennedy weren't around to see these things come to pass. And I use the biblical phrase because both of these things strike me as being nearly miraculous when you seriously consider what had to be done in order for either of them to happen. Both of these accomplishments, I think, are about as close as human beings can get to achieving the impossible, which, come to think of it, in many other aspects, was what the 1960s was all about. It was a time of dreams, and it seems all a dream to me now. One thing is sure, most of those dreams, save two, did not come true.